Hey, everybody. John Granado and Lance Zerline. You can hear us mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also press subscribe right now so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Lance, Madden ratings out. Davis Mills doesn't make the top 32. Two rookies are ahead of him in the Madden ratings. Chris Sims has Mills ranked number 35. What is this disrespect? This disrespect that I'm seeing for Davis Mills out there.
I don't know that it is a disrespect, and I've been thinking about this because Davis Mills has 1 year under his belt. It was nothing to write home about, and it was nothing terrible. He was better than most of the rookies. Most of the rookies were terrible last year. He was better than most of them. He was second to Mac Jones. He had a couple flash moments. He still has a lot to prove. If you think about this, the Madden ratings are going to have a first-round quarterback ahead of Davis Mills. Okay, that's Kenny Pickett. That's the only one. Then they have, what I would take issue with is maybe having Malik Willis there. Davis Mills has a year under his belt where he showed you, he has some ability. Malik Willis fell in the draft to the third round. Davis Mills was actually drafted higher than Malik Willis was, and yet Malik Willis is higher in the Madden ratings. I get it. He's kind of a special runner with a strong arm, but still has to prove himself as a passer. But there were 3 quarterbacks ahead of him, right? Wasn't Ritter also ahead of him?
No. Well, we don't know where Davis Mills is because the only top 32 came
Sam Darnold was 32. Baker Mayfield, I understand being ahead of him. But, I think it really speaks to the national narrative on Davis Mills is we're operating with a lot of hope. Other people are really taking a wait-and-see attitude with him, where we're moving forward with hope. But I think nationally, which side is right, John? Because nationally they're saying, you know what, show it to me first, and then I'll be fine with it.
Listen, I understand Trevor Lawrence, okay? He was the number 1 overall pick.
Right.
He was fantastic. We think he's going to be great and all that. Justin Fields, Trey Lance, I know Zach Wilson, all of those guys,
higher.
None of them were better than Davis Mills was last year. Mac Jones, I get. Mac Jones is even higher than Trevor Lawrence on Madden's list. He played well. He played for a good team, meaningful games. He made some big throws. I get it. But you cannot tell me that Justin Fields or Zach Wilson deserve to be ahead of a guy that played better than they did.
Yeah, but you're not bringing into the fact that Davis Mills really benefited from one of the top running games and offensive lines in all of football.
The worst.
I mean,
the worst
terrible.
running game.
No factor at all.
And he still performed
no
well.
left tackle.
This is why it's just disrespectful. You know what's respectful? Having a cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. It's the world's most respectful beer. No, it's the world's most refreshing beer. And you know what? If you're looking for that Coors Light, please, people, look for the Blue Mountains. And then when you look at the cooler behind the bar and you see this light beer, that, and you see one with Blue Mountains, I know that one's cold. I know it's cold because it's got Blue Mountains. Keep Texas chill, baby. Go with a cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. Hey, and furthering the disrespect, Bill Barnwell wrote, he's surprised the Texans haven't gone after Jimmy Garoppolo. Outside of the Caserio connection, how would that make sense considering we don't even know if the guy can still throw? We know what Jimmy Garoppolo is. Why would a bad football team want to take on Jimmy Garoppolo in a long-term contract?
I don't know. He's an average quarterback. I think he can do okay when the pieces around him are right. I think if you were further along as a team, you might consider him.
Yeah.
Right now, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, what exactly are you going for? Average? Is that the goal? If you're going for average as your goal, then 2 years would be fine. You're a bridge, and you maybe try to prove it after that. But why would I want to take on a Jimmy Garoppolo contract? Jimmy Garoppolo has a fat contract. I'm not really interested in that, and I'm not interested in giving him a contract after that either. So I don't think that makes sense from Barnwell because you've got a chance to hit rebuild. Like if you took your house down to the studs and you're going to redo everything, why put the old countertops in? For what? That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it nice and new and something different.
We know what the ceiling is on Garoppolo using your house, right?
Yep.
We know what the ceiling is. I don't know that Davis Mills' ceiling could be Jimmy Garoppolo. It could easily be Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, from what we've seen, and Jimmy Garoppolo, it's not like it's it's Tom Brady we're talking about here. We're
Right.
talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, Davis Mills can hit that. But if Davis Mills is really terrible, now all of a sudden you got a chance at a high pick at Stroud or Bryce Young or one of the good quarterbacks that are coming up, and now you got a ceiling that's even higher than Garoppolo, and it doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't make Barnwell just doesn't make any sense. And he also said the Texans are the only team in the AFC South with a quarterback opening. They don't have a –
No.
People don't get what's going on
You talk
here.
about the disrespect. That's why the Madden ratings are where they are. People don't see Davis Mills. He was a third-round pick. They don't see him as a viable option. And probably most people didn't even see a Texans game last year. So, frankly, until you matter – I can't blame these national people because they got other fish to fry. So until you matter, no one's going to actually pay attention to what's going on at quarterback.
Apparently, no one's paying attention. They just
No one's paying attention.
They just don't get what's going on with our Houston Texans.
And it's special.
Yep, it is special.